AEW was a big deal this week. I mean, they were talking about the show for weeks, almost over a month. I think they've been talking about this, coming up with Saraya and her mystery partner facing Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter, right? And who was it? Who was the partner? Everyone thought it was going to be Mercedes Mone, right? Or Sasha Banks, rather. But no, it was Toni Storm.
That's like 2 weeks ago.
Still, there was hope. Right? Still, there was hope that maybe something would happen, that Mercedes Mone would find her way into this match. Well, Moonlight Graham at Reese Kelly G. I think it goes without saying that was an all-time pay-per-view quality AEW Dynamite. No Mercedes Mone was the only miss, and that's only because AEW smart fans are conditioned to look for teases and everything. The signs were there. It just didn't happen. Wonderful show. I agree that, there was a great show all around. The match itself was a quality match. It was great to see Saraya coming to her own again, becoming the old Paige that we knew and loved, to seeing that confidence come back in the ring. So that was fantastic to see. But, fans were very disappointed. There were a lot of boos at one point. The fact that when they thought Mercedes Mone was coming and it didn't happen, it was a tease for AEW Rampage. Puddy, your thoughts on this? Does AEW need Mercedes Mone on their roster?
Why were they disappointed? It was announced again 2 weeks ago. She picked Toni Storm. We knew it was going to be Toni Storm. Why are you disappointed?
Well, apparently there was some teases along the way. Britt Baker cut a promo, yada yada. There was some of that. There was some breadcrumbs in there.
To quote the legendary Justin Timberlake, "Cry me a river."
Ooh, okay.
I said Sasha Banks to come back to WWE. I think she needs to go back to WWE to finish that, just to get some sort of closure here.
Why do you say that, though? You've said it before. I feel like you're talking about it as a fan of WWE, but like, why exactly?
Because just the way she left, get some sort of closure. Just like lose the belts respectfully. Just get some sort of closure. I just don't like the way she left.
Couldn't you say the same about CM Punk, though? The way how he left, to have some sort of closure in WWE?
AEW?
Like, I feel like
with AEW?
No, with WWE. I'm talking about.
No, like, he never had suspended. He never left as champion. He left. His contract was up. It was done.
CM Punk's contract was not up.
Was WWE? He didn't get fired. He didn't get released. He didn't get suspended.
He left, right? He walked out.
You talking about Money in the Bank?
No. I'm talking about like when he actually left.
Oh, for good. Sorry. Okay. He took his ball and went home.
Yeah. Like, would you say the same about that he needs that closure? Like, what's the difference?
I don't think he was champion. That's a fucking good question, Marcus. I think he should come back to AEW for closure, because he was champion when he left. So I think maybe the championship might be playing in. I need to give more time on that, because I thought he left. His contract was up, so I need to think more about that. But I think he needs to come back to AEW to close that storyline. I would like to see him back. I'm not a Punk fan, but I would like to see him back in AEW. Just to sort of cap that off. I don't think she needs to go to AEW. Does AEW need her?
Yeah, that's the question. Does AEW need her? Really? Why?
Yes, for that mainstream, more international star. To get, because anything Sasha Banks does or Money does, people are talking about. To her to go to AEW, especially with the way she left WWE, people would talk. That would put more eyes on that product. Again, that's a floundering division that last year, maybe year or so, have done a great job rebuilding themselves. And this would only add more to it.
I hear what you're saying. Mercedes Mone is a star. There's no denying that.
She doesn't need AEW, but I think AEW could benefit from her coming there.
No, Mercedes Mone doesn't need any single promotion. She clearly can make a name for herself and be fine. However, I will say this, going to the point of AEW, does AEW need her? No. I don't think they need her. I think she would be a great get. I think they would want to have her. She should be a luxury to have, for sure. Any company would be lucky to have her. But do they need her? No. Saraya, I think Saraya is a name in herself that brings eyes to the company. I think Saraya has a lot of prestige. What's up?
I need to interrupt you here. I'm sorry to say this, but you're right. That was my original thought when I first read this. Like, you're right. That's why I had to say. So you're exactly. I agree with you.
You agree with me?
Yeah, exactly. You saw the words, my original words out of the mouth, which I totally blanked on because I'm taking too much shot at wrestling. But yeah, that's exactly right. Because I think they don't need her. Nobody needs her. You're right. Good job.
I mean, nobody needs. I'm not saying nobody needs her. I'm not saying
Nobody needs her. I mean, nobody. Every company has a great women's division. She would add to any division she's joining, any company she joins. But right now, you mentioned a couple weeks ago when we first had this conversation how W just moved on flawlessly without her.
They did.
Yeah, they did. They did. They didn't skip a beat. AEW's been rebuilding, like music. Soraya, she's been eyes on that product. I don't think anybody needs Monet here, money, whatever the fuck she's called.
I would say
nobody needs her.
Impact would need someone like that. You don't think so?
She wouldn't fit in that division. She's too big of a fish in that pond.
Fair enough. I don't think that's a real
Impact
option for Mercedes.
No, if Impact was on like even a B-list network or a streaming service, maybe.
I think they would bankrupt themselves getting her. That's also what I would think.
Exactly. I don't think they have the money for that either. So nobody needs her. Is where she wants to go. So yeah, good job.
Yeah, I mean, like again, she's a luxury.
I think you stop there. I agree with you. So I think the conversation's over. Stop. Okay. Quit while you're ahead.
That's amazing. Awesome.
No, just go ahead. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
No, again, I mean, like I think when people say Mercedes Mone is needed in AEW, I think that is a slight in Soraya, because Soraya is a name in herself. That's what I was trying to say. Soraya brings so much to that company, like on TV and behind the scenes, that can help elevate the division. I think Britt Baker is on her way to become a star. She's obviously been like a main pillar in that company since AEW has been born. But like, I think with the help of Soraya, like her, Jade Cargill, Tony Storm's coming to her own, Thunder Rosa when she comes back, there's a lot of different names coming into there that this division could be fire.
I don't see how a Mercedes Mone, however it's pronounced, exists on the same roof with Jade Cargill. I think that's the Jade Cargill is their Mercedes Mone. She has a look, the walk, in the ring content. I think they don't need her because they have Jade Cargill.
That's a great point. That's a great point. And Jade Cargill, it comes cheaper right now. She's like on that rookie contract deal, if you will.
Now that I'm saying it out loud, I think I read something where when she first started debuting, she was AEW's answer to Mercedes Martinez, not Mercedes Mone, Sasha Banks. I'm like, yeah, I can see that happening. But then she eclipsed her, and she became the face of that division. I think you can't have both women under the same roof because Jade Cargill is on another level.
Although I think many people would love to see that match, including myself.
Oh, hands down. I'll fucking pay money right now to see that match. I think it'd be a great match. I just don't see that happening in AEW.
Think the door is closed? Do you think that the whole idea that she was rumored to come but didn't, you think that the door is closed, like that's it, she's not coming to AEW?
WWE does not need Sasha Banks. AEW does not need Mercedes Mone, money, Burris Gold. But neither door is closed. The ball's in her court. Wherever she wants to do, she wants to come back, negotiations are there. It's just what paycheck speaks for it, what storyline fits. I think no door is closed. It just.
Although, would she want to come back to WWE with what's going on right now? Like, if you're a free agent right now, right? And she is is indeed a free agent. That is confirmed.
Is she? I think she has a contract with NJPW.
Or she has a working deal with
New Japan. Yeah.
But if you're on the outside looking at you're looking at what's going on in WWE right now. Why would you want to go there right now?
One of the things I thought of too. You don't know what's going on creative. Yeah, it hurts, but everything going on right now. So let's stay in Japan for another 3 months.
Right. Like, I'd ride it out in Japan if anything. Or like if AEW makes a great offer, then fuck it, I'll go to AEW. or hell, I'll do my own thing. Like, she's got her own company. She's got so much things, so much going on for her, like outside of wrestling, that she can do. She may not even need wrestling. I think this is probably more like it's just something she likes to do.